If you want to see who somebody truly is, pay attention to how they act and how they treat you when they're not getting what they want. I was doing the month ahead readings and I felt really called to take a break and read further on this energy. This was not connected to the month ahead readings, but I do feel like it merits discussion. What was at the bottom? Forgiveness with reducing burdens. I almost feel like I don't usually get this energy for this card, but there's a sense of don't make somebody's job easier for them. Like, you don't have to forgive something that you don't want to forgive. Vampire with emotional intelligence. The person you're dealing with, it feels like, I'm not saying it's intentional or that they're like an energy vampire kind of a thing, but this is somebody who I feel like is draining you emotionally. We have the future, and you don't know what the future holds with this person. This is somebody who's draining you emotionally. Yeah, we have invisibility with authenticity. We have scrying with intuition. And we have hearth with happiness in our hearts and homes. And this one came out reverse. It feels like intuitively you know that it's really hard to kind of make a home with this person. It's really hard to feel at home with this person. And with the 2 candles here, this makes me think of the 2 of Wands. You're trying to figure out what to do, but you kind of already know. There's a sense here of don't feel like you need to make this person's job any easier. Some of you, this person's not getting what they want, or they're about to not get what they want with you, and you're about to see their true colors. I feel like with that emotional intelligence and that vampire energy, there's like a mask that's going to come off. Yeah, we have trick or treat with mischief and play, and it was reversed. I'm also getting like this energy of like, this isn't play anymore. This is like something is being confirmed to you as like kind of nefarious intent, or it's like it's not a healthy energy. It's not a good place to be. Yeah, werewolf with exploring wildness. There's a sharp left turn that's about to happen with this person. The full moon might have brought this in. The next full moon might be bringing this in, so just beware. There's a sense here where something is unleashed, pardon my itchy nose, between you and this person. There's something here about power dynamics. Who holds power? This person actually feels kind of powerless, especially if there's like a dynamic with them where you're like, I'm on to you, or, you're just really standing your ground. It feels like they feel as if they're losing power, and this is going to cause not a great reaction. So just pay attention to that. Pay attention to, and it feels like this person, their goal with this isn't to try to manipulate you, but they're having a very hard time controlling their emotions. So pay attention to what happens with that, because again, their reaction to not getting what they want from you is gonna be important. Death. Some of you, you're Scorpio. Some of you are dealing with a Scorpio here. I'm also getting this Aquarius energy a little bit. But it says the eternal cycle begins here. Something is ending. And again, we have the moth. So there's like an intuitive knowing about what this person's deal is. Again, I don't think this person's like intentionally sitting there like trying to manipulate you. It might be something that they kind of like do in the shadows, but there's something here where they're not telling you the whole story. This is sticky. 9 of Swords and the Chariot. Okay. Cancer's energy also showing up. I feel like this person has a lot of stress about trying to move things in a particular direction. They have a narrow view of, They have a narrow view of what would be like a successful outcome here. They might be very rigid about like, no, this is how I want it to go. And when they're not getting that, it's very hard for them. And that's an understandable feeling, but it feels like pay attention to what this person does about it. If they persistently do not get the result they want, things could start to get ugly, right? That's kind of the energy I'm picking up here. King of Pentacles at the bottom. Some of you are dealing with a Taurus. There's a lot of fixed sign energy here. So this is somebody who, they're a pretty stable person. They can have some great qualities even, right? There can be even like, whether this is them or this is the relationship dynamic, usually there's stability, there's success. This can be somebody who's very grounded. This can be somebody who, they're stubborn, no doubt about it. It's their way or the highway sometimes, but they do have a good way of doing things. So it's like, it kind of makes sense. And I feel like with this, you guys were kind of like, relating to them, be like, oh, you know, maybe they're right about this, maybe they're not, maybe I'm missing something, because generally speaking, again, their methodology is sound. It's successful. The King of Pentacles becomes the King of Pentacles because he has a tried and true way of doing things, and it works. But this is somebody who doesn't deal well with change, like at all. And how they handle it is going to tell you everything. Seven of Swords reverse. Yeah, true colors being revealed is something I'm getting. King of Wands reverse. There's Leo. As I was thinking, I was like, okay, we have mentions of, you know, Scorpio, Aquarius. We saw Taurus. The only one missing is Leo. There it is. And the Knight of Swords. Yes. This person, it feels like, again, they might feel like they're losing control. They might feel like what they need in order to feel secure with that King of Pentacles is not ensured. This person feels a lack of confidence. Excuse me. This person feels a lack of confidence with the King of Wands. I don't always jump to this conclusion, but I do always say that with the King and the Queen of Wands in particular, because they are the King and Queen of fire, right? The fire element is spiritual in nature. It is attractive. It's charismatic, right? That's part of their soul purpose. Their soul journey is they attract people to them who need to hear what they have to say, right? That's their magnetic quality. When it's reversed, when they're out of their power, when it's in a shadow context, it's people who can be the shadowy embodiment of those traits. So sometimes, to me, the King and Queen of Wands in reverse can indicate individuals who are vain, who are attention-seeking, who are kind of shallow or keep things surface level, who preach a lot of what they don't practice, or who are kind of, and I use this word very cautiously, but who can be kind of narcissistic. And so it feels like in this situation, I'm not saying this person is a narcissist, but this is like this energy of somebody, I feel like because we have the King of Pentacles, and that's really what saves it. What's it? Yeah, the Eight of Cups is right here. Hang on, we'll get to it. This is kind of what saves it. Because that King of Pentacles, what I see is that this person needs to have a certain amount of control. They need to have things the way they want it, and it can come off as like almost a little like narcissistic at times. This person struggles to be able to hear another way of doing things, to empathize with another way of doing things, but to implement another way of doing things. Their plan, their way of doing things that they feel confident in, that makes them feel grounded, they might have a very small window of tolerance, is threatened here. And it feels like it's threatened directly by you standing your ground in some form or fashion. So just beware that this is about to reveal something. They are either going to be saying things or say something in particular that is way outside the lines of what's okay, or they're going to be acting very brashly. They are going to be, because they're going to be dysregulated, they're going to feel threatened, they're going to feel backed into a corner. Now, it doesn't mean that you're doing those things on purpose, but that's how they're feeling, right? They're going to feel threatened, backed into a corner. They're going to feel most likely dysregulated. And I want to keep in mind that I'm utilizing psych terms here, but these are not meant to be substitution for professional diagnosis, treatment, or advice, just terms to describe what you might see like behaviorally from them. And as a result, they're going to strike back. Plain and simple. What is this striking back energy? I feel like the Eight of Cups as well, and death, this either could be about the idea of something ending, or this will cause an ending. The Lovers in reverse, a lot of Gemini showing up now, and the Emperor. This person, Ten of Swords at the bottom. This person's going to make a choice. This person, if they feel like the power to make a choice is taken out of their hands, it feels like they're going to react with the Emperor and the Knight of Swords and that Ten of Swords. That's the Six of Swords reversed. Yeah. It feels like they're going to do something to kind of like stab you in the back a little bit. They might feel stabbed in the back. It feels like this is somebody who they might be prone to throw the baby out with the bathwater. They've got black and white thinking, all or nothing thinking. What is the Lovers in reverse? They're going to make a choice. For some of you, this person this person might cheat, or might be revealing that they were thinking about it. Like, oh, I don't need to, screw you. I've got other options. For others, this person is going to break things off with you. Just because we have the Lovers, the Emperor, it does feel like this could be romantic. It does not have to be. But they're gonna make the decision here, right? Because they feel like the power to make a choice, or the power to have what they want, is being taken out of their hands, and it's about to get a little spicy. High Priestess, many of you know this is happening. Many of you know this is coming. They've got this side to them, when the Seven of Swords in reverse is going to be revealed. Yep. Knight of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Swords. They might say something, again, with the Knight of Swords. They say something or they act too rashly, and it's very, very hurtful for you. And it's kind of like, okay, so that really is how it is. Okay. And that's what I'm seeing happening with this trick or treat mischief in play. There's a sense here where you're getting the idea that, like, okay, they're not playing around. Like, let's say if they've got kind of an edgy sense of humor, if they've made some jokes, you know, in your direction or about you that you don't like, or, you know, about like some things that make you uncomfortable, it feels like it's not on the line anymore. It's like, okay, I see where this is going. Yeah, Ten of Cups reverse. Some of them could insult your family. Three of Wands reverse. Some of them could withdraw an offer of like, it's like, I don't want to end up with you. Like, I would never want to be with you is kind of the energy. They're going to say or do something that's like below the belt hit. And it's kind of like inappropriate. Some of them, yeah, some of them like are just they're going to withdraw an offer or proposal. It's like, it's kind of, it feels like this energy of I'm going to break up with you before you break up with me. Kind of the vibe here. Queen of Wands, some of them could accuse you of cheating. And King of Pentacles here. Leo and Taurus, so much fixed sign energy here. I think that this person, see how the Queen has her back to the King? This person sees that you're really focused on your happiness, that you're somebody who like, you can't be tamed, you can't be owned. You're not really living by anybody else's standards. You're doing what's right for you, right? These are two very stubborn energies. These are two people who are very sure of themselves as well. So when that works well together, that can work great. But when there's an incompatibility, it can be a bloodbath if things get out of hand. And right now, for whatever reasons, this person feels like they are not a match for you. We have that King of Wands in reverse. Some of them, again, might accuse you of like looking for a different partner or cheating. And like, there's like a sense of like, some of them, it's like it's a combination where they're accusing you because that's something that they're doing. But there's a sense here where this person feels like this is how they feel. Like you turned your back on them, so they're not looking at you, right? They're not like, it's like, fine. You know, you don't want to be with me, fine. That's kind of the vibe here. Yeah, Three of Cups in reverse. They might either like, again, there's a huge energy here of like there being a third party or the, you know, accusal of a third party, whether that's true or not. There could be a sense where this person's like, fine, you know, this person wanted to get with me and I told them no, but I'm going to go tell them yes now. And it's like, okay, congratulations. I don't know what else to tell you. Yeah, Justice in reverse. This feels like, again, this is a below the belt hit. If those of you who are like, what about karma? Karma works in its own ways. Karma works in its own timing, its own functioning. Everything that's done in the dark will come to light, right? It makes me think of three things cannot long be hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. The truth will come out and balance will be required and restored at some point. Just kind of keep focused on yourself. Yeah, the sun, more Leo. Keep focused on yourself. Keep focused on your happiness. What brings you a lot of joy. Bring sunflowers into your home if you feel so inclined. But just know that this person, I don't think they're a bad person. I don't think because some of you are going to be like, oh my God, have you been a monster the whole time? I don't think so. It feels like with this werewolf energy, this is a period in their life that's brought out by a lot of pressure or stress or duress. And with the image of the moon, this is a subconscious issue or blind spot that's being highlighted for them. That doesn't mean you should accept it or like, you know, give them a pass, but just so you know, for your own edification, what you're about to see from them is like the worst of them, kind of a thing. So even though, you know, things are gonna do what they're gonna do, just know that like as you look back at your own discernment, know that you haven't really missed anything. This was kind of like buried down deep in there. Yeah, Seven of Wands. Expect this person to be very defensive. Also, keep your guard up a little bit with this person. Try not to let it bother you too much about what they have to say, because it's not necessarily based in reality. It's based in their reality or their truth, which, you know, thoughts are just things we have. They're just things we own. That's all. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I hope that's helpful. Good luck, and be well. Take care. Bye.